Welcome to The Explainer, folks. We are looking at a truly unforgettable World Cup showdown today. Picture this, right? The sun is setting on the sixth day of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and Group J is finally kicking off. And man, we're breaking down a matchup that literally delivered on absolutely every level. Argentina versus Algeria. It was just a complete masterclass on the pitch. So let's go ahead and unpack exactly how this whole thing went down. To really set the scene, just listen to this commentator quote, "The whole stadium held its breath." That perfectly captures the electric, almost heavy atmosphere we witnessed. I mean, you could cut the tension with a knife. Intense pressure, sky-high expectations, and these flashes of pure absolute brilliance that had literally everyone in the venue on the absolute edge of their seats. The stakes, honestly, they could not have been higher.
All right, moving into Section 1. Welcome to Kansas City, the Heartland's World Cup debut.
So the whole world turns its eyes to Kansas City. Yeah, U.S. soccer capital, right there in the heartland. We're talking a completely sold-out, massive crowd of 69,045 fans packed into the specially expanded stadium. And for days leading up to the match, the city, which, is already home to Sporting KC and the KC Current, it was at an absolute fever pitch. The streets were just flooded with fans, building this incredible, buzzing atmosphere for a historic debut. And it's a huge deal. Local sports royalty is getting swept up in the whole thing. Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, was actually in the crowd, and the breathtaking action literally had him jumping out of his seat. Like the commentators pointed out, if there's a celebrity in America who loves the beautiful game, you better believe they were in the building for this one. That brings us to Section 2, champions versus the underdog, setting the stakes.
Look at this contrast. On one side, you have the mighty Argentina. The reigning champions kicked their title defense, led by Lionel Messi playing in, get this, an astonishing 6th World Cup. Sick. And on the other side, Algeria. They're returning to the tournament for the first time in 12 long years. Their covenant admitted they only had about a 15% crowd presence. But hey, Algeria wasn't just there to show up and take pictures. They were for a massive upset. And actually, Argentina's own camp was super quick to warn everyone that Algeria could, for sure, cause them serious trouble. But here is the really crucial part to understand. The massive historical weight Argentina is carrying here. Going back to back, defending a World Cup title is universally acknowledged as one of the hardest things to do in all of international soccer. Historically, only Italy and Brazil have ever pulled it off. For 62 years, defending champions have tried to repeat. For 62 years, they've fallen short. So Argentina is carrying that massive heavy burden, trying to pull off the ultimate title defense with a slightly aging roster. I mean, 6 of their 11 starters were the exact same guys from the 2022 final. Okay, Section 3, a shocking early start. The scare. So, despite being these huge, overwhelming favorites on paper, Argentina did not have it easy right out of the gate. From the opening whistle, literally the 0-minute mark, Algeria showed they fully believed they could go toe-to-toe with the champs. In those chaotic early minutes, the momentum was just shifting wildly back and forth. Algeria applied this intense, heavy pressure and actually shocked everyone by putting the ball in the back net. It really wasn't until around the 17th minute that the reigning champs managed to fully regain control heading into that first hydration. You have to hear how the broadcast captured that crazy early scare. They said it was nearly a dream, a moment he'd like to forget. Algeria had just sliced right through the right-hand side and opened the scoring in absolutely stunning fashion. It was a terrifying, heart-stopping for Argentina. But then the flag goes up. It was painfully ruled offside. So the goal gets erased, right? But it sent a crystal clear message to everyone watching. Algeria was aggressive, and they were here for a fight.
Let's dive into Section 4, Messi's record-setting magic, the masterclass. When your back is against the wall, having a guy like Lionel Messi on your squad gives you a pretty good chance to summon some pure magic. Just by stepping onto the pitch, Messi was making history. This was his 200th cap for Argentina, his 6th World Cup appearance. And then, boom, in the 17th minute, he delivers. Brilliant go-ahead goal that finally popped the tension in the stadium and put Argentina up 1-0. He just took absolute control of the match when his team needed him the most. But this inevitably raised a burning question, right? Could Algeria actually contain the greatest player of all time? Well, they desperately tried. In the second half, the Algerian goalkeeper Zidane put a truly brilliant display trying to keep his underdog team in it. He stayed big, he absolutely refused to go down too quickly, and he made these incredible sweeping saves, getting big hands on the ball just enough to whisk away Messi's relentless, driving efforts toward a hat-trick. But eventually, Messi's absolute dominance just broke through that heroic defense. First, you had that brilliant 17th-minute strike we just talked about.
Step 2, he scores a heavily deflected second goal, where he just kind of magically finds himself in the exact right place at the perfect time. And finally, pushing past Zidane's incredible saves, he delivers a record-setting, historic finish, securing his first ever World Cup hat-trick. Just unbelievable.
And with that hat-trick, Messi became the second leading scorer in the entire history of the World Cup. Oh, that for a second. It was just this majestic moment where everyone in the stadium truly realized, wow, we are watching a masterclass. It completely cemented a legacy that is already absolutely unparalleled in the sport. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a provocative question to chew on. With an aging roster, but clearly unmatched magic from their legendary talisman, can Argentina actually pull off the impossible and go back-to-back? They survived a huge early scare against a very hungry Algerian squad today for sure. But the road to defending the title and breaking that 62-year curse, it is incredibly long. What do you guys think is going to happen next in Group J? Thanks so much for exploring this with me today, and as always, keep learning.